Okay, thank you for the chance that given to me. Let me introduce myself. My name is Joshua Lamsone, and I'm from International Business Administration from 3A class. Right now, I want to explain you guys about the supply chain management and Industry 4.0 and digitalization supply chain management. What is supply chain management? Supply chain management is the management of the flow of goods and services and includes all process that transform raw materials into final products. And supply chain management goals, there are several purposes for using supply chain management. The most basic of which is being able to match the demand with existing supply. In addition, there are several obstacles or problems that are often experienced when running a supply chain, such as procurement management, supplier management, managing customer relationship, and identifying problems and then responding to these problems, risk management, and so on. To be in order to be winner in the supply chain, it is important for the supply chain to be able to provide products that are not only cheap but of high quality, varied, and also provide on time. Supply chain management strategy. These are two strategies you can do to build a good supply chain management. The first is to build relationship with suppliers. It is very important to build good partnerships with these suppliers to realize supply chain success. A good company will limit the number of suppliers where only suppliers who have advantage can be invited to work together. And the last strategy is to improve customer response to stay competitive, then focus on supply chain to improve customer service. To be able to improve customer service, one of them is to increase the frequency of product delivery faster where customer will be satisfied with the timelines. And then next we move to industry 4.0. In the midst of significant transformation regarding the way we produce products thanks to digitalization of manufacturing. This transition is so compelling that it's being called Industry 4.0 to represent the fourth revolution that has occurred in manufacturing and Industry 4.0 applications today. While many organizations might still be in denial about how Industry 4.0 could impact their business or struggling to find the talent or knowledge to know how to best adopt it for their unique use cases, and several others are implementing change today and preparing for a future where smart machines improve their business. Here are just a few of the possible applications. For the first one is identify opportunities. Since Connect Machine collect a tremendous volume of data that can inform maintenance, performance, and other issues, as well as analyze that data to identify patterns and insights that would be impossible for human to do in a reasonable time frame. Industry 4.0 offers the opportunity for manufacturers to optimize their operations quickly and efficiently by knowing what needs attention and and the next is optimize logistic and supply chain. A connected supply chain can adjust and accommodate when new information is presented. And the next is Internet of Things and the Cloud. A key component of Industry 4.0 is the Internet of Things or IoT that is characterized by connected device. While Industry 4.0 is still evolving and we might not have the complete picture, and we look back 30 years from now, companies who are adopting the technologies realize Industry 4.0 potential.
Okay.
And then we move to supply chain or digitalization supply chain management. While digitalization is the new watchword, it is core term. Robotics, cloud computing, and vehicles are all subject to the move towards digital technology. However, in supply chain management, there are three key areas supply chain optimizations, predictive analytics, and cloud computing and storage. And distributors need to know the difference between digitizations and digitalizations to remain competitive. Digitizations refers to the process of moving physical documents such as ledgers, purchase orders, and records onto computer files, whereas digitalizations means integrating physical process with digital data to create a fully optimized supply chain. And why distribution needs to become digital. This over reliance on Excel spreadsheets is a continuing issue. According, according to a survey undertaken by Capgemini 26, while 50% of respondents recognize the need for supply chain digitalizations, only 5% were happy with their progress. There are three major factors that have changed the nature of supply chains. The first one is globalizations. Supply chains no longer exist exclusively in one country. Relative cost considerations mean that suppliers, distributors, and customer are often part of long, complex, multinational supply chain that is under diverse control. And the rise of e-commerce as consumer expects goods sent to their products. The prominent rise of e-commerce companies such as Amazon has seen the spread of distribution hubs and the increase in complex supply chains with virtual online shops. And the next is rising customer expectations. Consumer will go where they can find the best prices and the best service. They want goods cheaply and quickly. The need for quick and accurate order fulfillment has driven the move towards supply chain optimizations. And the process for supply chain digitalizations, there is a process by which distributors can make the move towards supply chain digitalizations. And to begin, they need to gauge peaks and truths in demand, and existing ERP or SRM software is sufficient to produce this data by tracking the movement of goods through the warehouse system. The second part of this process involves using this data to optimize both the warehouse operation and supply chain logistics. With the increased globalized complexity of modern supply chains and increasing customer expectations, SMBs are at a risk of being left behind by failing to digitalize their stock and logistics process. The software is easy to integrate with existing package, and both the service and installation costs are affordable. SMBs should therefore consider whether they can afford not to take part in the digital revolutions. And with so many options for setting up a digitalized supply chain, I hope you guys can more aware and more understand about this supply chain management and industry 4.0 and transformation of supply chain management. And that's all from me, guys. Thank you.